guys, welcome to the HVAC Diaries. Today is Friday, April 14th, and this is my weekly HVAC vlog. So you might notice that I'm not in my truck studio today. I had a really unfortunate incident yesterday where I misplaced, had them stolen. I lost my keys, they're gone. So I lost my house keys and my truck keys, and so I cannot get into my truck right now, which really sucks. So tomorrow I have to have it towed to the dealership so that they can reprogram some new keys for me. It's gonna cost me a small fortune, and it sucks. But I'm trying really hard to get over it. It's in the past, it's happened, so let's move on. And instead of my truck today, you get to see all the stickers that I have collected over the last couple of years. So hopefully you're not too distracted by those behind me. Actually, if you want to see them all, I'll just move over a bit for you to see. Oh. All right, that's what you get. I'm gonna talk about 3 of our jobs this week. 3 exciting jobs to me anyway. So the first one is a Daikin ductless mini-split system. Now, we don't work on a lot of Daikin units. In fact, we have 1 rooftop unit and 2 mini-split systems that we take care of. That's Daikin. That's it. So in order to do this repair, I watched a couple of YouTubes the night before, and I'm really glad that I did, because there's a couple of hidden screws that are very difficult to access or to find unless you know where they are. So I was really grateful for those videos. And that's really where I want my videos to evolve to. I really would love my videos to be a place where people come to learn something, or, you know, just to get familiar with some piece of equipment before they go and work on it. So that's where I'm hoping my videos go, from these little HVAC vlogs, which are really like floofy and entertaining. And I really would like to be more educational and helpful to other technicians and up-and-coming apprentices. But anyway, that's beside the point. So this system is located in a cinnamon bun place, which smells heavenly. It is so torturous to work in there with all those smells. I did leave with some cinnamon buns, so we're all good. The unit is wonderfully, awkwardly located right above a sink. So we're moving our ladders around the sink, trying to and the motor we replaced was the indoor motor, and it's really tiny. Too bad, because I had the motor with me for show and tell in my truck, which I cannot get into. But yeah, it's just a little white motor, and there's really nowhere to like grab or hold to pull it out of the unit. And in the YouTube videos that I watched, they were like, make sure that you don't pull out the grub screw or the set screw completely. Just untighten it, unscrew it, let it loose, I guess. But don't pull it out completely. And you guys, that screw came out 3 times. So Trevor and I were like performing surgery with our little screwdriver through all the veins, and anyway, we got her done. The second job I'm going to tell you about is one of my personal favorite things to do, and it's coil cleaning. And obviously I prefer coil cleaning, condenser coil cleaning, especially on a rooftop. because then you're just out in the elements, and usually it's sunny and you got all the space in the world to work. But this time we were cleaning 2 evaporator coils inside of a walk-in cooler at a meat supplier. And unfortunately, the fans and the lights are on the same circuit breaker. So we wanted to remove all of the fan motors so that we could clean right through the coil. So when we flip the breaker, we're like, oh no, we're gonna be working in the dark, which sucks. But I've got these Unilights. Actually, I've got one in my pants pocket right now. These little trouble lights. They've got magnets on the back and they just kind of configure any way you want. And we just had 2 of these little guys, and it lit up the whole room for us, so that was really helpful. I love these 2 because they charge by USB. Unilight. So yeah, we removed all of the 6 fans. I started off by brushing the coil off first, getting all the nasty like bits off, the dust and the debris. Actually, quite a lot came off. And then we used a steam cleaner that they have on site. We used that to pressure wash the coils from the inside out. Oh, it's steamy in here. Whew. All right, let's keep going. We got all new fan blades for the fans, so we're starting off in a really good spot. And I just think it's beautiful now. All of that dirt and garbage and crap is not on the coils anymore. It's now in the garbage, and that's much better for the system. Yeah. My third story for today is an installation we did actually yesterday at a law office. That's where I lost my keys. Anyway, so interesting story there. So this is a multi-tenanted building, and I guess over time the tenants have changed and the building layout has changed. There's different offices now. And so what we were left with was a multi-zone ductless split system with 1 outdoor unit to 2 indoor heads. But now, because of the configuration changes, the 2 heads are in 2 different companies. They're in 2 completely different suites. And what they were experiencing was the one office with no windows, they would be cold, so they would put the heating on in heating mode. And then in the other company, the one with all the windows, they would have a board meeting. About 5 or 6 people go into the boardroom and they turn the AC on, and it's like, nah, because it's heating on the other side. So that is not ideal at all, obviously. So we installed a brand new unit on the roof. But because the old system was so old, we couldn't get the same units. So we had to put a matching indoor unit as well. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna keep the old indoor head as sort of like a backup for spare parts and stuff like that. And then we've got this brand new unit. So each tenant now has control of their system, which is the way it's supposed to be. This particular job was really done by my dad and my brother. I had almost no part in doing the job. I unhooked some control cables and stuff like that, but
much stuff.
Anyway, so that was a pretty easy installation because we didn't have to run line sets or control cable. We just pretty much unhooked and then rehooked. I did attend a supplier training this week. It was for Hoshizaki ice machines. And I thought it was really good. I thought it was a good training. We not only learned about the plate evaporators, which I'm familiar with, but also the flaking ice machines, which basically it has like a column of ice in the cylindrical evaporator that gets pushed up with an agitator or an auger, an agitator, I don't know. Anyway, it gets pushed up and then there's like a little breaker piece at the top that breaks off the pieces of ice, I guess flakes it off, and then it goes into the storage bin, which is so interesting. Usually we have a plate evaporator, which is like a plate and water trickles over it. So once the freezing cycle is finished, the hot gas runs through it, pushes the plate off, or I guess like the sheet of ice pushes it off, and then when it falls, it breaks into its cubes. So very cool training. Yes.
Is your two hot legs, a ground, and a dedicated neutral. And it drips off the bottom, drips into the reservoir, and it starts to fill the reservoir up. Okay? That's all that's happening right now.
Well, that's all I have for you this week, guys. Thank you for your patience with me with my home studio rather than my truck studio. I should get back into it tomorrow. So yeah, thank you for joining me on this episode of the HVAC Diaries HVAC vlog. And I will see you guys next week. Cheers!